All right, guys, we've got another fragrance from the house of Jovoy today. Will it be a banger? Our first two, we got off to a decent start and then it kind of went downhill, but I've ordered my discovery set in terms of worst to best. So we should be progressively working our way through these unless I have a change of heart. It has been almost a month since I've revisited this house. But for you guys and me, we're walking back through it like it's our first time. So strap up and let's go for that ride.
Okay, dinner for two. I watch that head move side to side as I let this in into the room. You were on time, let's connect minds. Trying to get into a mood. We gon' be fine. Close up the blinds, no rush. Finish the food.
All right, welcome to the Scent Bubble. I'm your host for the afternoon from the house of Jovoy. This is Fire at Will. I have no real background story with this fragrance other than that we just need to dive right in and quit playing games. Oh man, immediately in the air I get a burst of vanilla. Man, a lot of vanilla. This one was one that I heard a lot of people talking about. So I'm excited to kind of get my eyes on it and my nose on it to see what it's hitting for. I get a ton of vanilla. It's entry-level gourmand. There's not a lot of complexity to it. This is like a simple, soft, slightly ambery vanilla. It's not quite Grand Soir, creamy, buttery, caramelized vanilla and amber. It's the next thing behind that. It's somewhere between Vanilla Sex and Vanilla Fatale from Tom Ford and Grand Soir without as much amber. Let's read the description on this fragrance. In the beginning, there's vanilla, of course, but it's unexpected vanilla. I don't know about that. Subtle, ethereal, as if suspended with a unique note of honeyed, powdery mimosa. I do get honey. That's what it is. Rather than it being a caramelized kind of amberish vanilla, it's a honeyed vanilla. Then next come the vanilla that's gourmand but not heady, fruity, fruity but not baked, poised between the real vanilla ice cream and sweet promises that echo like a languorous kisses. What? They had me until the last phrase. An unambiguous fragrance trail conceived like a beacon, arousing the appetite and casting a spotlight over whoever wears it. Whether you're a personality discreet or contrary, completely intense, this perfume is made for those who wish to never go unnoticed again. Well, that's for sure. By day, I wear it like a signature. You know I'm there. My perfume identifies me. By night, it envelops me in sweet promises. It fills the space, slips into every corner of the mind, and makes others feel the void when I'm moved away. And if I'm no longer around, my absence has not yet become overpowering. It must be that I left something behind. A scarf, a jacket, a little bit of myself. Yeah, I get it. Very eloquent, very eloquent. I do think it's better than Vanilla Sex and Vanilla Fatale from Tom Ford, but not much. I typically don't prefer my vanillas to be this simple, but with Grand Soir, I give it an exception because there's a texture to the vanilla, an amber, a creaminess, a powderiness, a density, while still feeling somewhat light. This has the heaviness due to the honey, so it kind of has this, it adds to the creamy feel of like a melted ice cream on a hot day. It's got slight amberiness, but it's somewhere in the middle, like it's not fully committing. And honestly, I get nothing else in the background other than vanilla and honey. Real quick, let's switch because I forgot to go over the notes here. Head notes, vanilla and mimosa. Brown sugar and vanilla, that's the other element I get is the brown sugar. So honey is not listed here, but they said it in the description, so that's interesting. So musk, amber, and vetiver. So the vetiver's complicating it a little bit. The amber's adding to the caramelization of like the brown sugar honey feel. The musk is just trying to spritz it up a bit. Yeah, so for me, guys, this fragrance is an 8 out of 10. You get the quality of a vanilla that you're looking for, but the vanilla doesn't have a lot of personality. I don't think it's a signature scent vanilla. comparatively to something like, even comparatively to something from Jean Paul Gaultier, or my favorite Grand Soir or things like that, it definitely feels a little bit short of that. I don't know if I could even take it to a 9 because I don't think it's insanely signature. It's not that complex, but it is high quality. So it's almost like an average vanilla reimagined with better ingredients. But for that simple upgrade, it takes me to an above average place of an 8. It's a good vanilla. It's a good vanilla, but it's plain. It's not that interesting. There's not a lot of personality. There's not a lot of texture to it. But as far as the brown sugar, honeyed vanilla feel, it has a little bit of luxury to it. But because it's not fully committing into that amber or that caramelization or that honey, it feels almost a ticket to the dance. This is like 2 days later, the girl's perfume is still lingering around. It's a bit ashy, I think, due to the musk. 8 out of 10 for me. One of the better vanillas I've smelled as a simplified minimalist take on vanilla. However, it lacks character. It lacks a lot of interesting texture. And for that, it just comes up as a simple, expensive fragrance. And I don't know if I can warrant the money on that. So I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. It's solid. It's just so familiar that just because you give me slightly better end ingredients doesn't throw it over the moon and the stars for me. This desperately needs an additional note or two to give it some character, some contrast, or some complementary feel to it. You can't get away with just vanilla and brown sugar unless it's like Bath and Body Works, right? I mean, think about when you go to a Bath and Body Works. I think this is unisex but feminine leaning, but think about when you go to a Bath and Body Works, how many fragrances smell like gingerbread cookies, vanilla, cinnamon, baked goods, Thanksgiving, sugar cookies. You know, this is all of that, you know? But would you pay $200 for that? Probably not. You probably just go to Bath and Body Works, buy a candle, get the lotion and their little body mist all for under like $100, and you're already saving yourself another additional $100. Oh, feels like I just got off a plane. Yeah, 8 out of 10 fragrance for me, guys. Sound off in the comments below. How do you like your vanilla, guys? Because I like my vanilla caramelized, a little bit of texture, elegant, creamy, powdery, Grand Soir. But everybody doesn't like Grand Soir as far as the men. The women love it, and the women love it on their men. But men always have this apprehension towards floral fragrances and heavy vanilla-centric without personality type of fragrances. So, you know, I want to see the guys' commentary in here. Women chime in. Am I wrong here that Grand Soir is a sexy vanilla fragrance on men just as much as it is on a woman? Have you guys tried Fire at Will? I do think it's good. I just don't think it's incredible. 8 out of 10, above average. And I'm being generous there. I feel like that's a fair score. There is some vanillin and brown sugar and honey type of feel with a fragrance like Tres Oros, but then it's characterized with pineapple and cinnamon and plantain. So it's like there's the personality to this style DNA that just really elevates and lifts it with texture and character, whereas this one, not so much. Let me see if I can find the card here. Fire at Will, where are you? Okay, vanilla, mimosa, absolute, vanilla sugar, brown sugar, amber, vetiver. I don't get as much as the vetiver. Don't get a ton of the musk as well. Oh, it's an amber vetiver. Interesting. Okay. The picture here is supposed to be... it's a woman with her legs spread with a cannon in between her. That's kind of funny. Let's talk about some of the usual suspects real quick and sign off and go home. So, it's a good fragrance, ladies. Men, I would shy away from it. You're going to get insane performance with this, 10 hours plus easily. It'll stay on your coat and in the room the next day without question. Cold weather, nightlife, for sure. It's got a romanticness to it. It even has an upscale casualness to it for the right woman. I do think it's somewhat ageless, but it does have a little bit of maturity to it. So I lean to say 25 and up women. But if you're a younger girl, you'll smell a little bit more expensive than everybody else out the Bath and Body Works. And yeah, that's my take. Sprays 4 to 6 should easily get the job done. I'd be tempted to say 4 or 5 sprays would be complete maximum. But anyways, guys, this was Jovoy from Pelly, fire at will, and it was an 8 out of 10 for me. So with that being said, I hope y'all stay blessed. And until next time, like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell. We're dropping episodes every single day. And let's keep it going.